Hey y'all, welcome back to Four Seasons Travel. In this video, we're going to talk about our trip to Grand Teton National Park. So on the first day that we were going, we really only had a half day. So we're going to talk about our trip to Jenny Lake, our hike to Hidden Falls, and then on up to Inspiration Point. And then if we could make it to Cascade Canyon and do all that in half day.
Yeah.
So can we?
We're going to try.
We're going to try. So Jenny Lake is that iconic stop that everybody wants to go to. The crystal clear waters and all this history. And so when we got there, the big thing that everybody talks about is where to park.
Yeah. The videos and stuff that we watched and articles we read leading up to this trip were all warnings that be prepared for
Yeah, they scare you to death.
Craziness in the parking lot.
So we're going in June.
Yeah.
We should say that. We just went this past June.
Yeah.
And so everybody's worried about where we're going to park, including me.
To get there early, to beat the crowds, but we just got to face it. We are not the early.
Yeah, we are
family.
not getting anywhere early.
No.
This doesn't get there early. Okay, so we're more of your
So I'm like on the team.
crack a 10.
Yeah,
ish
I'm on the team
type.
of like, if you can't get there early, well then go the late part of the day.
Yeah, okay, that's one way to say it.
So basically, we were there a little past noon,
Yeah,
and things were fine.
yeah. So we were there in June, and here's what we didn't know. We're thinking it's tourist season. Okay, it's June, so
Yeah.
typically every year this is when we're planning our vacation. Not so much there. So
Not
really,
in Wyoming.
not in Wyoming. It's just now getting started. So it was busy, but it really wasn't cram-packed,
No.
or not in Grand Teton.
Things were just opening up for the season, and we were there the 18th through the 26th.
Yeah.
Which
So-
part of that was Yellowstone.
Yeah,
But
which that'll be some other videos. So we get to Jenny Lake, and we're going to take the ferry ride across to start
Yeah.
our hike. So a little tip on that.
Yeah.
So if you're military or retired military, it's free. So that's really nice. Not that it costs a ton, but
no, I think
You
it's
know.
like $12 or $15
yeah, just take it where you can
per
get it.
person round
Right.
trip, but maybe 9 one way. So you can do it round trip, or you can do it there
And hike back.
and hike back, or if you feel like you need to have that second trip back, you can pay when you get back to the dock for
Yeah.
your second leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know that. But
So we take the ferry, and you just see this amazing scenery that is kind of overwhelming, to your sensories.
it's just
Yeah.
that iconic postcard,
Yeah.
view of just crystal clear waters with the jagged edge mountains reflecting in the water. I mean, it's just perfection. It is. It was the perfect day, blue skies. Like, we couldn't have asked for better.
So we get off the ferry, and we start our hike up to Hidden Falls.
Which is not very far. No. It's
Pretty easy,
A
I
little
would
bit
say.
of elevation gain. I can't remember how much, but I mean, like, what, 300-400 feet?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, very easy. When you look online to see what it's called, it would say easy to moderate, and I would agree with that. It really was. But then the views there are gorgeous. I mean, it's hidden.
Because you can't see it from the lake.
Right, you can't see it from the
So you
lake.
kind of have to get into the forest a little bit. It kind of, snakes back and forth a little bit. It's a really
Yeah, it's fun.
fun.
A lot of
just-
people.
Yeah,
Everybody's doing
picturesque
that. Everybody's
trail.
doing that. So from there, now you're going to start your hike up to Inspiration Point.
Yeah. Now, some people just go to Hidden Falls and turn and come back,
Yeah.
And I would say that that's pretty accessible for most level hikers, the hidden trail up to the Hidden Falls part. Now, if you want to go on up to Inspiration Point, it gets a little more treacherous. But I wouldn't say enough to scare anybody off, because it wasn't that bad.
It depends. So you and I hike. We enjoy hiking.
Let's
We
just
like
use
doing
that term loosely.
Yeah, can't you tell we're super fit? Our kids, though, this is the first trip that our kids had been on with us. And so our son has done some things, as
Yeah,
you've
he
seen in
has.
other videos. But our daughter and son-in-law, this is the first time that they had been anywhere with us. And to be honest, I think they were a little overwhelmed because she and I are geeking out about just seeing all this stuff. And they were getting tired pretty quick. Now, our son-in-law, he was into it. I mean, he
Yeah.
really was. He really had a good time with it.
He did.
But
You can see the pictures. He's suited up with
Yeah.
his
Oh,
binoculars.
he's pumped.
I mean, he looks the part.
He's ready to see some wildlife.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and the hike up to Inspiration Point, not terrible, but great views. And then when you get on top, I mean, it is inspiring. I mean, the name fits the bill
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, it's gorgeous. You can see for miles and miles around. It is what it says. It's
Yeah.
inspiring. Like
So
you said.
everybody's up there. They're all taking a lot of pictures
Yeah.
and really just kind of thinking about, do we want to go further?
assessing if you can go further.
So here's a problem that we had though. One is we're kind of, I don't want to say we're short on time, but I'm trying to keep up with how much, time we have left in the day. Even though they're long days, they are. But also, how much water do we have?
Yeah,
And that was kind of an
we're
issue.
not really
too.
good at that yet.
Yeah.
Thinking about how much
We
water
got to
need.
do better
Yeah.
at the whole water thing. So we said we're going to go. So here we go, off to Cascade Canyon,
Yeah, rationing the water.
rationing the water.
Well, we knew we weren't going to go the whole length of the Cascade Canyon Trail because I can't remember how far
Well,
that
very
is.
few people do.
But
So-
it's
so
a
you-
good way.
You go
it's an
in
all-day thing.
typically like a mile or two, and you just kind of get a good stopping point, and then you turn around and come back.
Yeah.
And that's what most people are doing.
Well, and I had heard if you go to where the canyon really opens up into that like U-shape canyon, it's one of the few like traditional U-shaped
Yeah.
canyons around.
Yeah, formed by a glacier.
Yeah.
They're quick to tell you that all the glaciers,
But
are
they
up there.
say that in that part where it really opens up, you can see a lot of wildlife there. And so I was on the search for a moose, and I'm telling you, there's people see them all the time out there, but we looked so hard for a moose.
Never saw a moose.
Well, no,
Sorry.
we didn't there. We didn't
Spoiler
there.
alert, we never saw a moose.
And it was our first day, so I mean, okay,
The whole trip, we never saw a moose.
we're gonna keep looking.
Everyone else in that park saw a moose
I think they
except us.
did.
Because they were
Anyway.
telling us about it, and they had great pictures. And
Anyway,
we're in these Facebook. It's really it's old wounds, quite honestly.
okay, so that's
So we go
all
about
of it.
halfway, and then we turn around and we come back, and we're needing some water. We still have some at this point. I actually stopped at a stream and filled my water bottle up, and so we had a little bit. But then we get back to the boat dock, and we're like, well, let's just hike around the lake.
It's not that far. They say it's a little over 2 miles back to the boat dock
Yeah, it doesn't sound far.
where the ferry launch is. We're like, that's not far. We walk 3 miles in our neighborhood all the time.
Yeah,
well,
until you've hiked all the way to Cascade Canyon,
and you're tired.
and you're tired.
And the terrain is it's not hard
It was okay.
by any means,
No,
but
it's fine.
you're going
But
up and
it's
down a
really
little bit.
beautiful just walking
really
around the
is.
lake, and so I would totally do it again.
Oh, and it started raining.
It rained a little, which I mean, to me and the other boys, it's not a big deal, but the girls didn't
It
really
hurried
like
our steps a little bit more, though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So
It
you
did.
can see in the video we're picking up the pace a little bit at points, but it didn't last long.
No, so I think that in the end we were able to get there and do all of that in half a day. We had plenty of time, and we could have taken the ferry ride back. The only thing was that the line to go back.
It was a wait.
You probably would have waited just as long in that line to take the ferry ride back
Maybe.
as to walk it. And so,
got
we were good to walk it.
Back to the visitor center, I want to say like right at 5 o'clock because I remember hurrying because it was about to close and we were dying of thirst.
Yeah.
And so we were hurrying to get some water from the visitor center, and I think we grabbed ice cream sandwiches too, just to cool off. And it was right at 5 o'clock. So,
Yeah.
I mean, all of that we did in about 5 hours. We got there a little after noon and got back by 5. So, I mean, we stopped along the way. We really tried to enjoy it and take it in and not be rushed.
Yeah. And there were people swimming too, which was crazy because
I
the water
know.
was freezing.
It was freezing.
Again, just the start of their season, and we're from Tennessee, so June it's full
June,
summer
everybody's-
for us.
Yeah.
And luckily
Full-on
though,
summer.
and this is important, so we packed. I mean, you see in the video, we're on shorts and t-shirt, and and get a little hot.
A couple days later.
But then, like the very next day or two, it really starts getting cold, and
Yeah.
so the weather can kind of be like that. So if you do go to Grand Teton, just make sure you look at the weather, see what it's going to do. But I would just pack and be prepared for anything.
Yeah.
So if you go to Grand Teton, you can do this all in a half a day. You know, do try to plan it. Parking can be an issue. It may not, you know, just consider that when you go.
Yeah.
And take water and just enjoy it, because it is gorgeous. It's so worth going. And we were super excited to go, and our kids loved it. I don't think they were like really excited to go until we got there, and they did see how beautiful it was, and
Yeah.
they really enjoyed it. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. We put out videos every week, mostly on national parks and state parks. And remember, adventure is always in season.